Okay, so I had a closer look at this second cleanup operation, and what it does is it's just going to go around the contour and then come back and do the outline around the perimeter. So it's going to do this perimeter around the tiger first, okay, and then when it gets to this point it's going to step up, wrap it over, and then plunge down. Now I don't want it to do that. I want it to feed directly from here to there because I don't want to plunge with a non-center cutting bit. So after this cut, it's going to proceed to go around the perimeter of the picture, and then just do a rapid motion upwards, and then we're out of the cut. So here's what we're going to do to fix this. I'm just going to zoom in here to the area of question. Right here, I want to make this feed on the deck from here to here, okay? But if I do that, it's going to cut through this toe, so we have to extend this line out just a little bit to avoid that. So this isn't a problem. Here again, all you got to do is click on the line of code that you want to go to, and in this case I'm going to back up just before that because there's a rapid retract motion that takes place on the previous line, which I'm going to delete, and then this line here, which I have highlighted, I'm going to turn that from a G0 to a G01 to make it feed rather than rapid. So now, if it just feeds right here on the deck, it's going to go right through this portion of the toe, and I don't want that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the previous line's command, okay, I'm going to copy that, I'm going to paste that right after itself, okay, and then I'm going to take the Y location from here, from this line that I'm on. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to overwrite the Y location in that previous line that I just pasted, okay. So I'm going to change that. Alright, so now it's going to go to a different X location. As you can see, it just updated there on the screen for you. So this will clear the toe, which was the intention, okay. And now the toolpath will just go on its merry way around the part, and you can see there's that much clearance that still would remain to need to be cut. However, when it cuts this way directly into the part, it's going to jab right into it and then cut across. And I'd rather if it just kind of sloped right into it and made a smoother motion. So I'm going to back this off, this line, just a little bit in the Y location. Okay. Like the previous line is like 2.4683, and this line here is 2.6035. So I'm going to make it something like 2.5 and give it like sort of a happy medium so that when it does feed over, okay, it's gonna ramp into the part rather than just bang right into it and cut across. It's going to engage more smoothly on a ramp like this. Milling wise, okay, this isn't the same kind of ramping down in the Z direction that we were talking about before, but milling wise, it's going to engage the part smoothly when it gets around this area right here, because there's going to be some leftover stock that'll be left to machine. So that's about it. And if we go to isometric, we can show now exactly what's going to occur with this toolpath. So if I go ahead and hit play, I'll start the toolpath, I'll rewind it and just step through it just so you can understand what's going on from the very beginning. This is just going to wrap it off the part clear. Okay, it's going to plunge down into this area. But it's a pretty safe plunge. It's just going to be the outside of this tool that's going to engage when it does that plunge. Okay, and then the tool is going to move around the contour of the tiger. Okay, I'll just speed that up a little. And when we get back to here, I'll pause it when it gets to that point. So what it's going to do is it's just going to jut out just a little bit here and then feed across to there, and then it's going to proceed to cut the perimeter of this part, come back to there. The whole thing will be cut out at this point, and make a final rapid retract out of the part, and we're done. So I'm pretty happy with that. The only little teeny tiny thing, because the roughing pass previously is probably around here somewhere, it will plunge into this part on this move, but it's only going to be hitting on the side of the tool. So I'm fairly confident that it's not as if it's drilling, with the whole entire face of the bottom of the tool. So I'm fairly confident that this won't be a problem. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. That's the only modification I think left to be done with this, and we can go ahead and start machining already.